Welcome back, golfers. Today I'm at home and sometimes I am not able to get to the golf course, just like some of you aren't able to get to the golf course. Golf in many areas is seasonal, or we just don't have the time. So today I'm going to give you some drills you guys can do at home to help build pattern in your golf swing, and you don't even need a golf club to do this. So let's get into it. All right, so we're at home. We don't have a club in our hands. That's totally fine. We don't need one for these drills. What we do need is two elements. So grab yourself a hand weight and then find like a chair or something you guys can use similar to that. And it needs to be about hip height, something just around where it can touch, if you're in your golf posture, you can touch your butt. The main thing we're gonna try to do is just build in pattern and repetition. So if we're trying to make a change in our body, these drills are gonna make it super easy to be able to change what we normally do, get a feeling, get those feelings that might be different than what we've had before, and then be able to take that feeling and move it to the golf course. When you're standing over a golf ball, it's very challenging to actually make a change because our body just wants to do what it's comfortable doing. So when we're doing work at home, when we do these drills I'm gonna show you here, there's 4 of them. These drills will really help take your golf swing to the next place of where we're trying to get it to. You don't have to do them a lot. All you have to do them is once a day. It takes like maybe 10 minutes to do them, and you build in so much repetition that it would take a lot longer to do at the driving range, and you'll probably get more out of doing it at home, not even with a club in your hand, and it'll build muscles in your golf swing that you haven't used before. So let's get into it. So for the first drill, what we're gonna need to do is grab that hand weight. It only needs to be 2 or 3 pounds. Any more than that's probably too much for what we're gonna be doing. If you don't have a hand weight, a water bottle will work just as well. Grab yourself a chair, and this is just gonna help with posture and maintaining spine tilt. And what we're gonna do is put that chair right behind us, like that. And we're just gonna get into our golf posture to the point where our butt just touches that edge of that chair. And then from there, what we're gonna do is take our trail hand and we're gonna put that on our hip, and we're gonna put that weight just hanging in our golf posture in our lead hand. So from there, the movement's pretty simple. We're gonna think about our thumbs, and we're gonna take our thumbs and we're gonna take it up to our trail shoulder. From there to our lead shoulder, making sure we get to a 90-degree angle, and we're still touching that chair, toe up, knees together. Up to the top, down, and through. And we're just maintaining that touch on that chair with our butt, into the transition, and into finish. And how I want you guys to do this drill is continuous. So you're gonna do this 50 times in a continuous motion. So we're just gonna go to the top and through, to the top and through, to the top and through. And while you're doing this, we're working on footwork. We're working on maintaining a flat lead wrist. We're working on nice tight rotation. Because we're doing this continuously, it makes it very easy to feel if we're swaying, we're gonna feel all this move. If our head's moving, we're gonna feel all that extra movement that we don't need in the golf swing. So when we're doing this, just concentrate on keeping centered, feeling your core working, and working back and through, sticking that finish, toe up, knees together, hips press forward, belly button to the target. And what this is gonna help is we're building our weaker side. Typically our trail side is our stronger side. If you're right-handed, swing right-handed, this is gonna be your stronger side. Left side is the weaker side. But in a golf swing, the left side is our engine to our golf swing. Trail side, that's more of our fine motor skill that helps us release the club, do whatever we want through the ball. But we gotta make sure this side is strong enough to be able to hold angles, drive, and get us to that finish, dynamically. So the second drill I'm gonna give you today is now, instead of in your left hand, we're gonna put it in your right hand. And with that lead hand, we're going to take it and put it across and put it behind our elbow so our palm is facing away. So it's in that position. So you get in this position. And now we're gonna do the exact same thing we did before with our movements, where we go to the top, there, and then there. So trail shoulder, lead shoulder. We'll do it this side. Trail shoulder, lead shoulder. Still working on the footwork, still working on the body movement. What this does allow is, a lot of you, when you take your backswing, that elbow tends to want to come inside. And then because of that, your elbow will also maybe even go out and away. And those are two movements I don't want to see in a lot of the golf swings, because it's too hard to get your elbow back in front of you if you have this, arms way behind you in your backswing. It takes a lot of extra movement. So when we put the hand right behind the elbow, it allows us to maintain the elbow in front of the body, gets us into a good position at the top of the swing. Nice 90-degree angle. I really want to see a 110-degree angle. Watch getting too close. Don't squeeze this arm tight. Keep it out in front so we get nice, good width. So we're out there, and then driving through that lower body so we feel the ground first, and then driving to that finish. And we just go back and forth, back and forth. And you just maintain that hand on the back side of that elbow. And we do this 50 times, back and forth, just getting good rotational feeling, and that'll also build muscles at the same time. All right, drill number 3. This is a good one. To help, we're gonna start working on transition in the golf swing, and what we're gonna feel is 2 parts in this. So what we're gonna do is go lead arm, cross into like an arm bar, and then we're gonna hook it right around that elbow. You can see it right there, right around the elbow. We're gonna put our thumb up into the air, and what we're gonna do from this position is just turn into our backswing, and then just square up our knees. Turn into the backswing, square up our knees. 1, 2, 1, 2. See it this way. 1, 2, 1, 2. And when we're doing this, you can do it with the chair. You can see when I put the chair right there. What we're going to feel is compression each time we do that. Up to the top, compress down a little bit, and that just puts us in a good, powerful position where we feel stable. This is the first move from the top of the golf swing, and the stuff we've talked about a lot is in the golf swing we want to see this arm connected with this shoulder in the first move so that our hips can get further ahead. So it's not that our club is going to throw away from our body. You see a lot of golfers in this motion where this arm gets away from the shoulder. Either cast away the energy or you're coming over the top. What we want to do instead is have our lead hip move our hands. So when we're in this arm bar position, you can feel what that feels like, and you'll feel it in your core when we do it. I'm just trying to do it dynamically. Squatted position, you can see my knees will even widen. This knee will go this way and widen out a little bit, because from there we create more torque through the lower body by allowing those knees to be a little bit wider. You can do the test. You can put your knees close together and try to create power from there, but I guarantee you're not going to feel much. All right, so arm bar drill, you're going to do this one 50 times as well. Thumb to the right shoulder, down, knees squared up, and the arm's going to be about parallel to the ground, maybe a little bit more, and it helps with get our positive spine tilt going as well. So just back and forth. Pretty simple, does a whole bunch of good stuff in our golf swing though. Good way to train the pattern, get that first move in the transition nailed down. All right, my final at-home training drill to get your sequencing, all that, and your swing dialed in, get your footwork dialed in, and just to help change patterns. It's kind of a build-up off what we just did, and we're just going to let our arms hang just like that in our golf posture, and then from there we're going to take our hands to the top. We're going to feel them right towards that, both of them going right towards that peak of that trail shoulder. You see them right there. And then from there we're going to move the hips. We're going to go 1, 2, and then move to finish 3. We're going to feel a little bit of compression in our a little bit of a squat compression in our downswing. 1, 2, 3 to finish. And you can do this like 20 to 30 times. Just get the feeling of how that first move should start, nice and light in the lower body when we start, no tension above those knees, you know, not a whole lot of knee bend, nice and tall from the lower body. 1, 2, 3. Work that footwork, get all the way to that back, you know, to where that back foot can come off the ground. Hip, trail hip is on top of that lead hip, and you're in a nice balanced position. I promise you, the more you do this, the easier it'll be when you get to the golf course to actually physically make this happen. The changes are not easy when you get a golf club in your hands and you're just trying to hit ball after ball after ball. You're just gonna fall into the same patterns you normally do. When we do the work at home, don't even need a golf club in our hands. We just gotta get the body to make the motion that we need to make. And that's gonna make you so much better, so much faster. If you just do the drills, it takes like 10 minutes a day and go through that process of those 4, and you'll knock it out and your golf swing will be on the right track really quick. You gotta remember, 500 repetitions to build a new muscle memory. You know, 10,000 hours to master a movement. So if we're putting in the time here and we put in the repetitions here, let's say 10 minutes, you probably got 140 to 180 repetitions in 10 minutes. And how long would that take you to hit 140 to 180 golf balls? Probably an hour or 2. So doing this, that makes all this work that we do here so much more valuable because it happens quicker. We're building in feelings. We're feeling what part of our body should be moving first. We're feeling our core muscles, our abs, glute, and our hips getting engaged when we're doing this. And it's gonna make it so much easier to swing when we get on the golf course. So try those out. Golfers, thanks for watching this week. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that button down below. I put out videos once a week just to help golfers like you get better at this game. And remember, if your feet aren't working, your swing's not working. Talk to you guys next time.